Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So starting with the 8 hour as usual, oscillators are grouped to the upside, not a really good sign so soon. We have got a crossover of all the moving averages that is underway at the moment. So often what you want to see is you want to see a pullback to come and test that structure. And the second part of this that you're looking for is, you've got a trend line that's a pretty strong trend line that has formed as well. So it's still, we didn't quite get the pullback to this level, although we did get a pullback to the other levels I gave you, and you sort of got a smallish trade to the upside. We need to clear this top level here. That's 44.85 area. That is a previous swing high here. That's a structure that is formed, and some people would play that as the head and shoulders. So there's the shoulder, there's the head, there's the shoulder, and some people play diagonals. Some people play just that's the shoulder and this is the neckline. Others play that's the shoulder there, this is the neckline. So quite a few different strategies that would play this bullish pattern that's forming. Anyway, the concept is quite simple. We've got higher lows. We're looking for a higher high, and that's the last swing high we need to break through. So we've got a higher high off this one, but we don't have one off here. Okay, so looking at what's going on with price action, looking at what's going on with oscillators, I expect some kind of a pullback or some kind of structure at least. So either a range to form or a pullback. There are gaps all the way up this last week. Okay, we didn't really pull back onto any 3 hour structure. Look at the oscillators, all grouped to the upside, indicating we need to be careful. If I drill down to the hour, you'll see yesterday pretty much pulling down, and we basically hit that structure. So we missed this one. We tried it after hours in the European session, didn't quite pan out, and then this one happened. Still a little gap there, and that was almost all the way back down to where it opened. So not a really decent bit of structure that's formed, but a nice trade that bounced off that in an uptrend. So what I'm looking for is pullback onto structure, and looking for that to give us some opportunities. So there's a weekly high that we did close above. That's 44.77. So that's the other thing that you can pay attention to. But now that means down to the 15-minute chart, and what you're looking for is there's a previous weekly high there. You can see we've got above it. Now we're just all over the place. So there is structure here, 44.84, and then there's more structure going to be down here at 44.77 being a weekly high. But as I said, look at these gaps all the way up yesterday. There were gaps. Which is always worrying. When you see gaps like that, there's always a pretty strong probability you're coming back to close those sometime. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but definitely always providing an opportunity to come back and close. So I'm a little bit wary at the moment based on what I'm seeing on the higher time frames, because it is looking a little bit overbought. So 15-minute time frames is the one to trade. So in other words, when I say that, if you start getting a clear break above these levels here, nice opportunity to take along, but then you're going to have a really tight stop, and your stop is going to be pretty much below the structure. Nice risk to rewards layout that starts when you start doing that, but I'm still a little bit wary about it. So cautiously optimistic that we have some more moves to the upside coming, but I don't like the structure. I prefer a deeper pullback, build a base, close these gaps, get some textbook structure in place, and then start looking for the opportunities to the upside. Definitely looking to buy, not looking to sell this, and ultimately am paying very close attention to this level here. So 44.84, if we get above that and we stay above it, then you have a fairly strong sort of double bottom, inverse head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it. It's a consolidation pattern, and that is a move to the upside. So you'll probably get 4,500 first, 4,550 and 4,600. That's kind of the view that I've got, but I just have a sneaky suspicion based on what I'm seeing on the higher time frames that this big sideways move that we got just to add another level. Oops. And I did it again. So that structure that you see there is sideways and potentially a range. So that's just kind of the view that I've got at the moment. Anyway, pullback's got to be bought. I think that's moral of the story, but obviously I want to see a bit of a deeper pullback before looking to buy. Not looking to buy when we have shooting stars forming like that on the 8 hour with the oscillators all grouped to the upside. That is a recipe for disaster. So wait for structure. Watch the 15-minute, wait for that structure to form in the 15-minute. If it starts blowing out on the 15-minute, switch to the hour, and then wait for the structure on the hour. Anyway, that's my view for this morning. Hope it helps, and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.